This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to introduce to you the incredible Win Either Way roulette system by Max. He says this is the best roulette system there is. He says you're going to make a lot more money, and you're going to cash out and declare victory over the casino, like Sonny says. And today we're going to put his system up against another fantastic system that a lot of you have been asking about in the comments and on my emails. That's Kentucky White's Moving Corners. So we're going to do that one again today. And I can't wait to share that with you as well if you haven't seen it before. Let's go ahead and get started with that first. Each of these systems is going to get 15 minutes of playtime. And we're going to see which one makes the most money in 15 minutes. Let's get started. This is Moving Corners from Kentucky White. That's a 26 black. That's a loss. We're going to add another corner. We're not going to increase the bets, though. We just have $5 on 3 corners now. And that's an 11 black. That's a $30 win. So we're up $20 already. We'll start top right this time. I'm betting on 2 corners to start. Again, that's a $10 bet to start. And here we go. That's a double zero. And that's a loss. So whether it's a 0 or whatever it is, we just add 1 more corner. Now we have 3 $5 bets and covering 12 numbers. That's a 12 red. And that's a loss. And the great thing about this system, and we're going to actually, now that we need the next one here, we're going to double them. So we're going to go to from $20 to $40. That's going to put $10 on each one of these corners. Let's go ahead and spin. And the great thing about this system is the more that you lose, the more numbers are covered. So you have a much better chance of winning. And that's a 29, and that's a win. You can see right there. So now we're at $45 already. And let's start with 3 different corners this time. I'm sorry, 2 different ones. We'll just go left and right on the first and second column on those 2 right there, and let's spin. All right, here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 22 black. We definitely lost that one. Let's add the 3rd corner. And remember, you don't double until you get to the 4th corner. So let's go ahead and just add the 3rd one right now, and no doubling yet. Here we go. Okay, that's a 27 red. And that's a loss. So let's add the 4th corner. And remember, when we add the 4th corner, and let's do a different one since the 27 just hit there. When you add the 4th corner, you do double. So you have $10 on each instead of 5 now. And let's go ahead and spin. That's a 15 black. And we lost again. So if you lose with 4, now we're going to add 5. But we have to add 10 in there so that they're all 10. And then we double. Now we have 20 on all those. And let's spin. That's a 21 red. Okay, and we lost. And if you lose with 5, you don't add anymore. You just double. So we're going to go from 100 to 200. And now we have a really good chance of hitting. Okay, that's a 12 red. And we got it. That's a $160 win. We're up $40. And let's go bottom left, top right this time. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. All right. That's a 1 red. Okay, that's a nice win. It's great when you get it with just 2 corners like that. We're up 75 now. And let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 6 black. Okay, we just missed that one. Let's add the 3rd corner in. And spin. So 5, 5, and 5. $15 total. And that's an 11 black. We missed it, so we'll add the 4th, and then that's when we double. But let's not do that one. That's the one that just hit. We'll pick this one over here. And then we'll go from 20 to 40. That puts $10 on 4 corners. And that's a 5 red. There's a nice win of $50. We're up 100 now. So let's pick two more corners. We'll go right in the center this time and spin. And here we go. This is Kentucky White's Moving Corners. One of my friends, Slotmaster316, this is his favorite roulette system, and it's definitely up there for me. I like it as well. So let's go ahead now and add the 3rd one in and spin. And here we go. That's a 22 black. And that's a $30 win. We're up $120 now. Let's start with, let's move them around a little bit here. There we go.
No more bet.
Doesn't matter where you put them as long as they're moving around. And you start with 2 corners and then use this progression. That's a 19 red. We lost, so we'll add the 3rd corner. And coming up, we'll be talking about bankroll and everything else that you're going to need for this. Because with any system, you have to have the right amount of bankroll, and if the bets are too much for you, just reduce the starting bet and the bankroll both, and I'll show you how to do that. So let's add the 4th one in now and double.
No more bet.
Again, that puts $10 on each one of these corners instead of 5, and that gives us a better chance of hitting. That's a 30 red. And there it is. We won 50. We're up 145 already. And let's go ahead now.
No more
We'll
bet.
start bottom left, top right this time. All right, here we go. That's a 17 black. That's a loss. So let's go ahead and add the 3rd corner in and spin. All right, here we go. That's an 11 black. Okay, we missed that one. So let's add the 4th corner in and double. And coming up, I'll show you what happens if you lose multiple times at the when you have 5 of them, and that's a loss there. It might be right now. We'll see. So the cool thing though is, and we'll put 10 out there now. They all have 10, and then we'll double from 50 to 100. The cool thing is when you get to where we're at right now, you have a much better chance of winning because you have 5 corners out there. And you can see then we hit. So. We're up $160, and let's pick 2 more. Okay, let's pick those 2 right there and start again. Let's see what we get here. That's a 16 red. Did not get it, so let's add a 3rd corner.
No more bet.
And spin. That's a 30 red. Okay, we lost. Let's add the 4th corner and then double. Okay, so we'll go from 5 on each to 10 on each. We have 4 corners. That's 16 numbers. That's a 6 black. Okay, we lost. So we go, after we add $10, which we're going to do right now, which makes them all 10, then we double from 50 to 100. And let's go ahead and spin. That's a 9 red. And we lost again. So if you lose with 5, all you do is you double and spin again. So now we go from 100 to 200. And this is why we use a $2,000 bankroll for this system. But you don't have to use that much. And there's our win right there. And we're up 155. However, if you do not use a $2,000 bankroll, you probably should use a $400 bankroll and dollar units instead of $5 units. So to do that, all you have to do is divide by 5, bankroll and starting bet. Make sure you do both. So don't forget that. And here we go. Let's add our 3rd corner in now. Just use basic math skills to always divide the bankroll by the and the starting bet by the same number, and keep it consistent. Okay, let's add the 4th corner in now and double. Now we're at 40, 10 each, and that would be 16 numbers covered. It's a 21 red. And again, we lost there, but with each loss, we're adding more numbers, so it's a good feeling. And let's find one more here, and then double. Oh, we got to add 10 there because it's our 5th one. So now we'll double from 50 to 100 and spin. And that's a 0. We definitely don't want that. Okay, so but that happens. All we got to do is double and spin again at 200. And let's get the win right here. Here we go. That's a 35 black. There's a nice win of 160, and now we're up $150. Let's go ahead and we'll pick 2 corners and spin as we've been doing. And even if you have a small setback, don't worry about it. You're going to make it up in no time. If you do have a bunch of losses, it might set you back just a little, but no worries as long as you're in profit and doing well. We have 3 corners now. Let's go ahead and spin, and that would be 12 numbers. That's a 5 red. That's definitely a loss. So we're going to add the 4th one in, and again, when we're adding these, we're increasing the chances of us hitting each time we do it. So With each one of these, we have a better chance of hitting the next spin, and that's a 12 red. But we didn't hit that one. So now we add our $10 in, and then that makes them all 10, and then we double.
No more bet.
Now we have 5 corners, and it really has a much better chance of hitting. Okay, that's a 23 red. And that's a win. And the other thing you have to think about too is, and we're up $165, the entire time where we're missing the other bets as we're working our way up, we're actually, those haven't been hitting as well. So the odds are that, you know, that eventually you're going to hit one of those numbers. And just like right now, we're starting with 8 numbers right here. The entire time that we're not hitting, those 8 numbers are not hitting. And that was close there. So now we're going to add the next one in. So we have 3 corners, and then if we lose this one, again, all these numbers haven't been hitting the whole time through. And that's a 2 black. That's a nice win. It's nice when you can get it early. We're up $185. Obviously, it's unbelievable when you get it with the 8 numbers. But when you get it with 12, it's pretty awesome as well. And that's what we want, obviously. That's a 22 black. That's a loss, and but occasionally you'll get those early wins, and they're fun. So let's go ahead now and spin again here. We have 3 corners this time. 5 on each, and that's a 30 red. Okay, we just barely missed that one. Let's add in number 4, and then double. That puts $10 on each one of these. And here we go. That's a 24 black. There you go. It increases our chances of winning, and we did. We're up 210 now. So let's pick this one and that one. We're moving them around. This is moving corners from Kentucky White. And that's a 10 black. And something you need to think about, what I was talking about before, is with systems that just start on certain numbers, say with 20 numbers or whatever, you might have multiple times where you miss that. However, what's different about this one, and that's a nice win there on 12 numbers, that's a $30 win, and now we're up $230. The difference here is that the entire sequence from the beginning, the numbers that we're starting with haven't hit the whole time. So it's not like we're starting with all those numbers, because, for instance, those 8 numbers haven't hit yet. Now we're going to add this one in. If it doesn't hit, that means that none of those 12 numbers have hit for at least 2 or 3 spins. And then that way when we get later in the progression, it should give us a good chance of hitting them. We're up $250. And let's go ahead and spin again here at $10, 5 on each, back starting again. Ooh, that's a 00. We don't like that. So let's go ahead now and add our 3rd one. But, you know, it's not any different than any other loss. When you hit the 0, if you're going from 2 to 3, most of the time you lose that one anyway. And that's a 5 red. And that's a loss. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll add one in right there and double.
No more bet.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we get. That's a 24 black. We lost. So that means we add the 5th one. We put $10 on one. And then we're going to double that bet from 50 to 100. Now we have a much better chance of hitting. As long as it doesn't hit those zeros again. That's a 27 red. But either way, we did miss on that one, so we have to double again. We're going to go from 100 to 200, but we do have 20 numbers covered, so we have a little bit better chance of hitting it than not. And you have to factor in too, and we lost again there, that those numbers haven't hit the entire sequence. So you think eventually one of those numbers would hit. And I think this might be it right here. That's a 7 red. There it is, $320 win. We're up 205. And if you go long in the progression and it sets you back just a little bit, don't worry about it. You make it back up in no time, and just be happy that you have a lot of profit. That's a loss there. Let's add the 3rd one. And we're up 195 right now. Let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 17 black. All right, that's a good win. We're up 225. That just shows you how quick you make that up anyway. There's no reason to take unnecessary risks.
No more bets.
Now we have 2 corners covered, one top, one bottom. Let's see what we get here. That's an 11 black, so that's definitely a loss. So let's go ahead and add the third one in here. And spend. You don't start doubling until you get 4 of those. So we're at 12 numbers right now. If we lose again, we'll be at 16. But that's a nice win there. And now we're up 245. We'll go top and bottom again. Here we go. That's a 34 red. Okay, and let's go ahead now and add a third one in.
No more bets.
Let's see if we can get an early win again. Here we go. That's a 27 red. All right, we did it. So we're up 265 now. We'll go, actually not that one. That one just hit.
No more bets.
All right, we'll pick those 2 right there. Let's see if we can get another early win. Ooh, it's 00. That's not good. But again, usually you lose the bet with 8 numbers anyway, so don't worry about it. Now we have 3 corners covered. That's 12 numbers. And that's an 8 black. And we lost that one, so we add the 4th corner in now. And then we double. $10 on each corner now out of the 4. That's $40. And here we go. That's an 8 black. Ooh, we just missed that one, so now we add $10 on a corner. And then we double from 50 to 100. Now we have 20 numbers covered, and we have a much better chance of hitting. That's a 25 red. There it is, $80 win. We're up 280. So we'll start with 2 more and spin. And we're coming to the close of this one, and I hope you've really enjoyed moving corners from Kentucky White. And there's a loss there, so let's go ahead and add one more here.
No more bets.
And this is a great roulette system. Ooh, a 00. And we're just running out of time here, actually. So we'll just take that $255 win with moving corners from Kentucky White. Thank you, Kentucky White, for this and all the other strategies you've sent in. And this is a really good one to test these new systems with because it is fantastic. I know a lot of people love it and have been talking about it in the comments and on the email. So thank you for that. And now it is time for the new roulette system of the day. I can't wait to share this one with you. Let's just jump right in there and get started. And let's see how much money it makes in 15 minutes. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the Win Either Way roulette system by Max. And let's go ahead and place the bets. And here we go. We're going to start with a dollar bet on the 1, the 2, and the 3. And then we're going to put $12 on the 2nd and 3rd 12. And this is going to have a very different progression than what you're probably used to. That's a $27 bet to start. And let's go ahead and spend. That's a 35 black. Okay, that's a win of $9. Now, we're going to increase after a win. So we're going to go from 27 to 54 and spin. Here we go. That's a 31 black. Okay, now we're going to try to get 2 wins at this level at $54. And here we go. That's a 29 black. There's our 2 wins, and now we're at $45 already. Now we go back to the original $27 bet. So let's go ahead and do that. And let me make sure that's right. Let's put that back out again. So we'll have our 10. Just so you guys can see the bets again. 10, 10, 12, 12, and then $1 on the 1, 2, and 3. And let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a 19 red. Okay, we won, so we're going to increase to 54 and spin. I'll show you what we do on losses coming up. That's a 21 red. There's 1 win. We're going to try to get 2. So we're going to try to get a second win at $54. That's a 15 black. All right, we did it. So we're up $90 already. And we're going to go back to 27 where we started. Again, that's 12, 12, 1, 1, and 1.
No more bets.
And let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 30 red. Okay, that's a win, so we're going to increase from 27 to 54.
No more bets.
Here we go. That's a 33 black. There's one win. We're going to try to get 2, so we're at 54. That's a 19 red. And there's our 2 wins, so we go back to where we started. We're up $135 now. So let's go back to 27 where we started and spin. This is the win either way roulette system by Max, and I'll show you what he means here in a minute once we have losses. But that's a win right there, so we're going to go ahead and increase that bet from 27 to 54 and double that. And here we go. Okay, that's a double zero. So if we lose right there, we're going to go ahead and double again to 108 and spin. And that's a 13 black. There's one win. We're going to try to get 2. So let's go for our second win at 108. And that's a 30 red there. Any high numbers are good with this one. That's a $36 win. We're up 162. So now we're going to go back to the 27 that we started with. And let me put that dollar bet back up there. So again, we have 12 on second, 12 on third, and then dollar on 1, 2, and 3. And any high numbers are fantastic. And you can see that's another win right there. So we're going to go ahead and double the bet from 27 to 54 after that win. And here we go. That's a 33. Again, all high numbers are good. Let's go for our second win now. That's an $18 win, and then we'll check our balance again. This is the win either way roulette system by Max. And again, these high numbers are fantastic. There's our second win, so we reset. We're up 207. So let's go back to 27, where we started, and spin again. All right, let's see what we get here. That's a 13 black. Okay, that's a win, so we double the bet. 27 to 54 and spin. That's a 32 red. That's a win. Let's get win number 2.
No more bets.
There we go. That's a 26 black. There's win number 2. Now we're up 252. We'll go back to 27.
No more bets.
And spin. And then once we have a loss to start, I'll show you what to do there. That's a 4 black. And if you lose to start, you do the same thing as if you win. You double the bet.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spin. That's a 35 black. That's a win. Now let's get win number 2.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. That's a 2 black. And that's a win. So we restart now. We're up 261. And let's go ahead and spin. And the series where you win and then you double and then you win 2 more times makes up for any small anything small that you backtrack with any of the other bets. So, but usually you make them up with those 2 wins. So let's go ahead now. We won that one, so we're going to double to 54. That's a 9 red. And we lost. So then if you lose, you double again. You go to 108. And spin. And that's a 10 black. And we lost again. So let's go ahead and double that one more time to 216. And spin. Here we go. And that's a 36 red. Let's see where that puts us. Okay, we're up 180. Let's go for win number 2 at 216. That's a 19 red. I think we got it. We did. So now we're up 252 and we reset. So let's drop all the way back to 27. Again, that's 12, 12, 1, 1, and 1. So 12 on second, 12, 12 on third, 12, 1, 1, 1 on 1, 2, 3.
No more bets.
And let's spin. And the other thing that's really cool that Max says is that you don't always have to get the second win if you get really high in the progression, and I'll explain why here in a second. So let's go ahead now and double because we won. We're going to double whether we win or lose, but most of the time you're going to win the first spin with 27 numbers. But we lost that one, so let's go ahead and double to 108 and spin. And he says that the reason why if you get in trouble, you don't always have to get the second win if you get high in the progression is because he says you're going to make so much more money by increasing when you win as well as lose that it can make that up in no time. Okay, there's one win at 72. Let's go for win number 2. And that also eliminates the need for trying to get 3 like some other systems. That's a 5 red. Ooh, we lost that one at 216. So that puts us at minus 45. So we're going to double to 432 and spin. And that's a 5 red. My goodness. Is that another loss? It is. Back-to-back 5s. So let's make sure we have enough, and we do. We can double again to 864, but generally you don't have to do this much. But let's get a win, and that's a win on 2 black. Let's go for win number 2. Okay, we'll go one more time at 864. And that's a 22 black. That's good. Okay, so now we're up 99. And at this point, I would recommend not going for the third one and just building it back up. That's what Max says. If you get high in the progression or there's a lot of risk, get out as soon as you can. We're up 99. So what that means is we're gonna start completely over, and we're gonna build it back up. And the reason that he says you're able to do that is because unlike some of these other systems, and let me put ones on here, 1, 1, and 1. There's our $27 bet. He says that since you're doubling after wins and then getting 2 wins as well, that makes up for a lot of that. So let's go ahead and double that one from 27 to 54 and spin. And you can see we would have lost that last one there if we had gone and tried to get a third win. And that's a win there at 18. Let's get win number 2. So again, by doubling after wins as well, it makes up for a lot of that. There's 2 wins. Now we're up 108, and I know we're down low again, but that's okay. Max says that you'll get it back in no time, but because you're doubling after wins as well. Let's see if that happens, and because we still have about 5.5 minutes left. So there's a win, so we're going to double. So we're doubling after wins and losses at the beginning. That's a good one there, 35 black. Now we need another one. That's an $18 win. Let's get another one of those here. Okay, that's an 11 black. Okay, we lost that one though. We need to double again. Okay, we're at 108 total bet. Okay, that's a 22 black. There's a win. Let's go for win number 2 at 108. All right, here we go. I thought I was going to hit the 0 there, but that's a 28 black. That's a win. So now we're up 153, and you can see it's starting to come back. Let's drop back to 27 where we started. And spin. All right, here we go. And let me know down in the comments if you think that by doubling after wins as well helps make up some of that the ones that you lose if you don't try to recover everything. So let's go ahead and double to 54 and try to get 2 wins. That's a good one. Any high numbers are fantastic. Let's go for one more of those. I think we'll be able to build it back up again even after that setback, after all those losses. That's a 36. Again, high numbers are awesome with this. And now we're up 198. So you can see it's coming back. It's coming back pretty good. So let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. That's a 5 red. And I believe that's a lot of 5s that we've had so far. I think that's the 4th 5 we've had. But again, we're going to double whether we win or lose. So here we go. And that's a 17 black. That's 1 win. Now we're going to go for 2 and spin. Okay, that's our second win at 26 black. So now all of a sudden we're up 207, and you can see Max is right. We are picking up profit faster because we're doubling after wins and losses. So let's see if this continues. That's a 20 black. That's a win. And so we're going to double after that win because we double after wins or losses. And then we try to get 2 wins. Here we go. That's a 24 black. Okay, that's 1 win. We're up 234.
No more bet.
Let's go for win number 2. Let's build it back up as high as we can. That's a 31. That's our second win. We reset. Okay, we're up 252. Back to 27. Again, 12 on second, 12, 12 on third, 12. Dollar on 1, 2, 3. And that's our 5th 5. Can you believe that? That's crazy. Okay, it happens though. We're going to double to 54. And I've seen zeros happen 5 times like that as well, which isn't always the best. And there's 1 win at $18.
No more bet.
Let's go for win number 2 right here. That's a win there on 22 black. We reset. So now we're up 261. We'll go back to 27 again.
No more bet.
And spin. And we have 2 minutes left with win either way. Roulette system by Max. And that's a 28 black. That's a win. We like those high numbers. And again, we double after wins or losses.
No more bet.
So we double and spin. Now we need 2 wins. That's a 6 black. And that's a loss. So let's go ahead and double again. We're going to go from 54 to 108. And spin. And that's a 10 black. Another loss. So we're going to have to double again.
No more
To
bet.
216. And let's see if we can stop getting these first 12 hits here. Ooh, man. That's a string of them. Okay, so we lost again. We're going to double again from
No more bet.
from 216 to 432, and here we go. Oh my goodness, look at this. It's coming after us. So we have a $2,000 bankroll, so we can double one more time,
No more bet.
but we need to get a win here. That's a lot of first dozen hits. Oh my goodness, another 8 black. You got to be kidding me. We only have $600 left in the bankroll now. That came out of nowhere. My goodness.
No more
All
bet.
right, well, we're almost at the 15-minute mark anyway. This was doing fantastic until the very end. And that's a 12 red. You got to be kidding me. They can happen, though. So we lost our bankroll with this one. We lost... sorry that happened, Max, but I'm glad we played for the full 15 minutes so that everybody could see that can happen. And, man, that's a loss on the 6, loss on the 10, loss on the 9, loss on the 8, loss on the 8, and loss on the 12. That's pretty rough, but it was doing fantastic until then. But thank you for sending this system in, Max. And if you guys want to send a system in like this, anything that you've been working on or that you've seen that works well in the casino, send it to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. I pick a new one every single day of the week, 365 days of the year, and in the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. And if you're enjoying that journey with me, please like, share, and subscribe. And let's keep growing this great community of people that love roulette and love winning at the casino. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.